So I just wanted to make a quick little video for anybody who hasn't figured this out yet, but like Israel is fake. Like it's an artificial country, kind of staged, and then the whole Iron Dome thing and all of their other stuff is all staged. That's why they put the flares on the tips of the rockets. It's just a giant light show. It's like a constant 9/11, and they use the rockets in the sky from whatever various terrorist group to keep everybody terrified so they can constantly pushing stuff through exactly how 9/11 was. Like 9/11 and the Iron Dome in Israel is just constant 9/11 over there. So you just have this population like constantly, the same way that America was drawn together in 9/11 and how everyone got like really tight and was ready to go to war and do whatever it takes and blah, blah, blah. The Iron Dome does that to Israel all the time. So they're like very tight, very cohesive, very patriotic group. And then anybody that believes in that like gets in on that jingoistic fever, like how everybody was kind of like for the US after they got attacked. Israel is just constant fake 9/11. They're the most psyoped country on earth. Like those poor people. Like 9/11 was pretty bad, but people see through it. The Iron Dome is a little bit less elaborate. It's harder to disprove, but it's just obviously fake. And so it's just all staged. Like all the media, all the other stuff is just staged. Everything's staged. The news, the commentators, like I guarantee Tucker, Russell Brand, all the different, like it's just staged. They're constantly sampling what people vibe with, and then they put mouthpieces out there to speak what'll vibe, and then they push forward an agenda in the background, and then insert little, little plans, little dramas, little events, little quote unquote false flags to push the population into whatever agenda. And it's these people's, there's a class of people and it's their job to deal with the brainwashed masses, just like a third grade teacher. It's their job to keep the third graders occupied. And so like if you look at any teacher, they're kind of in character. They have a teaching persona. It's real, but it's like a persona. It's fake. It's their job. And so you can do that your whole life as long as the spotlight's on you and kind of teaching. You're just fake the entire time. And it drives teachers crazy on the inside. And so all these other people that are fake social media personalities are driven crazy because they have to be in kayfabe all the time. Like Donald Trump and all these people, they actually have to become their character. It's a little bit like getting like for that to be your job. It's like you kind of gotta love it, I guess, because your character, you become the character, right? Which for some actors is transcendence. So like these media personalities and these political figures, they are given a character role and they have to become or die into their character. I would say it's probably an act of initiation to become one of these characters, to be a lifelong actor, to push forward, the greatest show. Like all the world is a stage. And so that stage is used to manage and control the population. And people have always known how to do this because at any particular moment in society, there's a certain number of people who are awake. And there's a certain number of people who are in sort of a trance dream state. And so the trance dream state is easy to program if you're awake. That's why you get cult leaders or manipulative people and all that. And so for the most part, most awake people are what you would call evil. And a lot of there's some awakened people who are good a little bit. But anyway, if you still believe in any of this stuff with like much love and much compassion, you're a retard. You have to face that. Like, you've been duped, you've been tricked. Like, it's terrible being led to believe, you know, to believe a play or a movie is reality, to believe that these staged things are like that the world is happening, it's unfolding like this, when it's like heavily scripted, heavily managed. And then that script or that control is natural in a weird way. I don't know, maybe you're not supposed to contemplate it. Maybe people are supposed to be in this trance state their whole life and just never wake up to it. But it's like this weird slavery servitude. Like, can you just imagine being, it's like the Truman Show on a huge level. And they tell people with the movies, like the movies are like the movies tie into the larger meta script that they have with the sequence of events and stuff like that. And it's carrying out the prophecies, because the script is, while a fake, will lead to the real events, kind of controlled, uncontrolled. It's a psychodrama of sorts. And it's run by just demonically possessed individuals, huge groups of them. And they use dark rituals to create the same state of consciousness between all of them. Like, if you have if you share a type of consciousness with somebody, it makes you feel like the same person. So like, if you do certain intense things with other people, like certain very intense rituals, or have certain intense experiences, it will imbue the same type of consciousness in both individuals, and you'll act as one being with one shared consciousness. And so that shared consciousness is what makes everyone thinks there's like conspiracy, and there sort of is conspiracy, but it works differently than what people think. It's not like, I mean, it is kind of planned out, but the coordination and the organizational pattern is they're bonded together through ritual and secrecy. And then that sort of ritual and secrecy, I mean, that's just what's going on. People notice it, and everyone's been called a crackpot or extremist or whatever. And it's like, I don't know what to do about it either. I don't know if anything needs to be done. I'm not sure I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever. But it's definitely dumb. Like, it's hard to relate to people who believe it. Like, I can't, like, what, are you even there? Like, if somebody like believes the news, just these events just happened because of these terrorists and because of these whatever, like, is anybody there? Are you capable of having a real conversation? It doesn't seem possible. Like, nothing else we talk about could be real. Like, if you can't see that shit's fake. Like, all this crap with Israel is just so fake. Everything with this Ukraine stuff is so fake. It's so fake, all of it. It's just so fake and so gay. Like, what does it take for everyone to see that this is fake and gay? Where's my exercise ball?